So hi everyone, we are back home from dropping the little one. It's also had an epiphany. Let me explain my epiphany. I'm right here making, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm making goat stew, and I just put my onion right here. This is the goat meat, and I'm going to get my ginger. Oh, I forgot Maggie. Oh, hey. I have Maggie here, just a little bit, but anyway, so I have Maggie, I have my curry and thyme, and my ginger powder. This is my ginger powder. This is my ginger powder, and that's one thing. And the funny thing is, see, I did go to the store. I did impromptu shopping, but I forgot my list. It is okay, it is well. It's just me and my husband, so that's the only thing. So that's why it's much curry, thyme. Do you guys put thyme when you're making your beef stew? But anyway, let me set you guys up over here. So as I was saying, I had an epiphany. How is it? I don't know why my camera has been acting up these days. So I had a small epiphany. Gosh, my camera has been acting. When I say acting up, you guys will have to excuse it. And hopefully I'm not recorded upside down. Keeps on doing. Hopefully I'm not recorded. Let me know if it comes as if it's upside down. You guys will just have to let me know. So I had an epiphany. So I'm adding my curry in here. So as we're in Walmart, right, I started remembering how it is as empty. I told you my camera is acting up. This camera wants to get aburu. So as I was saying, I was at Walmart. I've already put curry. I'm going to put a little bit of thyme in here. So I was at Walmart and I was thinking that, so this is how it feels like to be an empty nester. You guys like Shola? Yes, this is how it feels like to be an empty nester. But it is okay. The house is quiet. It's not as if when she's around, the house is noisy safe. But the house is quiet. I've already put my seasoning and all that in here. So you can see all my seasoning in here. I'm going to add my salt. So I just added a little bit of water. So whenever I make my beef stew, for the first cook, I first add the seasoning because I want the seasoning to really enter into the meat. I got that information doing it like that from other chefs, other professional chefs. Oh, I want to show you guys this. I got this divider thing whereby it divides some. It's supposed to divide spoon from other essentials. And I told my daughter, I said, when she's arranging, this is stuff that I normally use. This on this side is stuff that I don't use all the time, but she intends on changing it. And this is the thing that I will not have to be complaining about for the next couple of weeks, because wherever anything stays is wherever it stays. So anyway, let's go back here. So I just take this and I just mix everything in so that it marinates in there. You can see I was going to put some garlic powder. Let me go put it on the stove and get my garlic powder. This is my garlic powder. You can see right here it says garlic powder. Get my garlic powder, and there's not a lot of garlic powder that I put. I have this spoon that I put inside my garlic powder because I don't know why my garlic powder, it keeps on caking. And this garlic powder is original. When I say original garlic powder from Nigeria. But I don't know, it's always caking. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But apart from that, it works great. So when it cakes, I break it apart like Maggi. And it still works. Right? So you just mix it. You just mix it real, so that everything combines. You can even smell the aroma of everything. So I was just thinking, I was like, so these are people who empty nester feels and yada, as I said. So I'm going to turn on the fire. Okay, turn on the fire right there. And then I will cover this. I've already made my, so this one will be preparing itself. And then I have my tomatoes that I'm going to blend. I'm going to blend some tomatoes and then my onion. But I already made one more and shaki and all that stuff. So this one, I've already cooked it a while back. So you can see I took it out of the freezer, put it in the fridge. But the compartment in the fridge, this is something in the fridge. My fridge, I've had this fridge for a long time, right? But I just recently noticed that the compartment that is up there, it's like almost like as if it's freezer. So if I want to defrost anything, I should never put it there. And I don't know why I put it there. But it is what it is. So this I'm going to add to the stew. And just add some of it. You can see it. I want to show you this. You can see I'm going to add some of it. And it's already seasoned and stuff. So I just add it in when I'm cooking the stew. Because this is already cooked. And I don't want it to be too soft. Because if you cook this again, it will be way too soft. But apart from that, let me wash my hand. So that I can sit down and talk to you while my meat is going. So my meat, I will let it cook just for about 10 minutes so that the seasoning gets in there and the juices from the meat itself, can really sink in with the spices and everything. Then I'll add some water to create the broth and go from there. I want to show you something that I got. I got this multi-collagen. It's a new one that I want to try. It has 5 types and I've been seeing them. It's a sports research one. So if you're into sports, working out, because lately my joints have been acting up, if you're into stuff like that, this would work great for you. Okay, so let's sit down. I'm listening to Love Matt TV and I'll come back and I'll show you how my meat is going. And then yeah, so that is all I'm doing today, just making beef stew or goat meat stew and just relaxing. It is now 10 minutes. I let it simmer for 10 minutes. As you can see, the liquid from the beef or the goat meat has even increased the water. So now I'm going to just add a little bit more water to it so that, you know, these ones, like the skin, will cook really well because it's still very hard. So we'll let that cook for about an hour. And since I added more water, I'm just going to add a little bit more salt to it. Look at my salt. This is my salt. I'm just going to add about 3 or 4 or 5 like that. Okay, Just use ice to measure it, and then just mix it together and let it cook. Okay, you could use pressure cooker, but I don't like using pressure cooker because I can't really gauge the softness. If I use pressure cooker, it might end up too soft, and I don't like that. So the other day I made ofada rice. You guys, you know ofada. If you don't know ofada rice, let me show you what the ofada rice looks like. I even feel embarrassed telling you guys how long I've had this rice for. I've had this rice for a while. Let's just put it as that. And why haven't I been cooking it? Because the stress of cooking this rice is too much. First of all, this is what the rice looks like when you get it. After cooking it, you see how white it is? Yes, because this is unprocessed raw rice in its raw form, and it has a smell that you just have to get used to. But once you wash it really well, really well, the smell goes away. You can't even smell it at all. If you don't wash it well, you will smell it. I spent an hour picking like 2 cups of rice. Because you have to pick all these small stones, and the stones are not always visible because sometimes the stones are clear. But I just took my time, picked it, and after that, then you add it inside boiled water. You parboil it a little bit, and then you wash a million times. And after washing it, you cook it for about 20 minutes. I added a little bit of oil when I cooked it, and I think that really helped it also. And now I also had ofada stew. You can see we've eaten. I mean, we enjoyed it. My daughter, my husband, everybody enjoyed it so much. And the stew has almost finished. There was more meat in this stew, or more protein in this stew, but now we don't have a lot of protein. But I'm just going to warm it up so that I can serve my dear husband some food. And yeah, let me cover this up. You guys always use your cover like that. And that is it. Hurricane Beryl or whatever, I'll put it on the screen. It has started. The hurricane has started. You guys, I better go inside. So I've already started preparing my stew. I've added in the goat meat. You can see the oil is on top. So I'm just gonna add this that has already been cooked. I did defrost it, so I'm just gonna add that in with broth and just mix that in there. I don't even have to cook it because it's already been cooked. So I'm just going to turn off the fire and let that one just simmer in there. Just simmer in there, do its own thing. So that's it, and our stew is ready. Okay guys, I just realized I never ended this vlog. I ended up cooking. The food was done, and then it is 9 o'clock now, and I need to get to bed. So let me see if I can get a good lighting. No good lighting. Anyway, you guys just have to deal with this. So let's do a unboxing. This just came, and let's do a quick unboxing to see what it is. In myself, I don't even know what it is. So I'm just gonna open it with with you guys right here, and then we'll call it a night, because if this is something, I'll probably have to do the video, and I don't even know who sent it to me. Some people will just be sending stuff and you'll be like, ah, what is this? Oh, look at it. Oh, babe, our glasses came. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a picture of what this is. And it's those tumblers that are straw. So don't let me remove it because I want to unbox it. So I'll put a picture of it somewhere over here. With that being said, good night.